skip and a monster.
Workers didn't, but wait. Oh, runs it down. That was some move. Holly, he got it. His right side over the shoulder, alley-oop slam. And DeRozan with a huge finish. Wow. Durant straight down the lane. He has been unstoppable.
Hello again, basketball fans, and welcome to Game Time. Rick Hamlin with All-Star champion and Olympic gold medalist Steve Smith. We're counting down to NBA free agency, and Smitty, it tips off Friday morning at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time.
I mean, this free agent frenzy, Rick, somebody's going to win, but I think this season the losers will lose big. They won't be able to recover.
And he will have time to explain it in the days to come as we cover free agency here on NBA TV. But let's dive into this show with Bleacher Report's top 10 free agents. LeBron James has opted out. By all accounts, he's not going anywhere. We don't know that about Kevin Durant. Andre Drummond is a restricted free agent. A couple of other big-time centers, Horford and Whiteside, are UFAs. And Dwayne Wade has opted out of his deal with Miami as well. Here is Kevin Durant talking with our Jared Greenberg from Monday's USA Basketball announcement on a very busy summer to come.
With such a big summer for you, was there any consideration to not play on this team?
No, I thought I always knew I would play, since last summer, so I was excited about it all season. And, so Olympics, man, it only comes around, every 4 years, so I had to take advantage of it.
How many of the guys are trying to make a recruiting pitch for you on a daily basis now that they know you're on this squad?
None, nobody. That's the best thing about it. Everybody's just being super cool and giving me my space. So, that's what professional sports is about. They relate to me and they know, everything that's going on. So they try to just, we've just been cool, man, and just enjoying this process.
So Kevin Durant can just focus on winning gold, and this is what he has done since signing a 5-year extension in July of 2010 to stay with the Thunder. He won an MVP, 3 scoring titles, a 6-time All-Star, and he has been absolutely Hall of Fame magnificent for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now, KD has reportedly narrowed his options to 6 teams: the Thunder, the Warriors, the Spurs, the Clippers, the Celtics, and the Heat. Now, in the summer of 2010, when he signed that contract extension, he announced it in a very low-key way on Twitter. But this time around, he will at least explore other options, Smitty. Why do you think his mindset is different this time around?
Well, I think for him is he's done everything. You said it. We get a chance to see his resume. I think now is for him is the best chance for pretty much the prime of his career, the next deal. Obviously, it'll still be fantastic, still to be a great player even after this deal. But this is the deal right now and the next team that he feels he wants to be at. Make home, basketball home, because he has enough money to live wherever he wants to, Rick. But I think for him is pick the basketball home and the best chance to win a championship. That's all that's left on that resume is to win a championship.
And there are 3, considerable dark horses here to get Kevin Durant: the Celtics, the Clippers, and the Heat. Who has the best shot of those teams to make the best first impression and get Kevin Durant?
Miami Heat. Reason why Pat Riley, you still have guys like Chris Bosh, if he plays, if they can retain Whiteside and Dwayne Wade. And then there's Miami, the city. Spoelstra's a really good coach. And then you have that guy, Pat Riley, and everybody respects Mickey Arison as an owner. And if you get a chance to sit down with Pat, don't look him in his eyes, because Pat can pull the deal, and he's done it over and over throughout his career to be able to come up with some guys and get them to believing in what he's selling and getting them to becoming a Miami Heat player.
Are you saying he's got Jedi mind tricks?
That's Pat Riley. I think if you can get in front of Pat Riley, he can sell you on basketball, too. He has that knowledge.
So, Smitty, you helped the Spurs win the title back in 2003, and last summer the Spurs landed the top free agent, LaMarcus Aldridge. Can they do it again with KD?
Well, I think they can. I think what's enticing is Greg Popovich, obviously, in the San Antonio Spurs, and he played at the University of Texas in Austin. But I think when you ultimately look at it, I'm not sure will he pick the San Antonio Spurs. I mean, this is a team right now, yes, they have Kawhi, who is their small forward. Then you obviously have a LaMarcus Aldridge. Will you move him to the 4? Will you move him to the 5? And LaMarcus Aldridge doesn't like playing the 5. So now I look at it as you have Kevin Durant and Kawhi. One of those guys will have to play the 4 or the 2. So I think this will be a hard sell when you have those two type of guys and those type of players.
Interesting. Now, Durant and the Thunder, of course, had a 3-1 lead over the Warriors in the West Finals, but blew it. And we've heard the rumors all season about KD maybe going to the Bay to join forces with Steph Clay, and Dre. Is that what you see happening here? And would that be the best shooting team in the history of the NBA?
By far, and I said it 2 years ago. If he ever leaves OKC, I think this is the Warriors. The reason why is he has a team in OKC that came close to getting to that championship, and obviously they've been there before. And if you're trying to win a championship and go on a team that's a little bit better than OKC, this is the team. I mean, yes, the Cavaliers won it all. You're not going there with LeBron. You're talking about a position, a small forward position. Love Iguodala, love Harrison Barnes, but that's a place where you have Draymond, and then the three best shooters in the league. When you start to add those guys together, you can put me at center and we can win.
That is ridiculous right there in terms of effective field goal percentage. Curry, Durant, and Thompson would be 3 of the top 9, and Draymond Green. He's always smiling, by the way, there at 17. Now, Smitty, Durant has spent 9 years with the Seattle/OKC franchise, 1 with the Sonics back in his rookie season. What are the pros and cons of him staying in OKC?
I think all the pros is you know this team, you know this city. Obviously, they have a new coach, but it's actually worked well. They were up 3-1. I thought Billy Donovan done a fantastic job. They've added some talent. They've been around, and they're still young. Steven Adams has done a fantastic job. You have Enes Kanter, and obviously you made the trade for Serge. But you bring in Oladipo. Oladipo is a guy, if you want to put him in the starting lineup, and replace Roberson, you're fine. If you bring him off the bench, you have him in case Deion Waiters chooses to leave or they choose not to re-sign him back. Oladipo is one of those guys. They have another guy that can run. So I think everything is there as far as the pros. The cons is Russell Westbrook going to be there after next year. Then I think that's the cons where Kevin Durant has to think about.
Call your shot right now. Give me a prediction. Kevin Durant plays next year where?
Warriors.
Really? You know, in the Bay, they're, yes, Kevin Durant's coming to town, but at OKC, hey, y'all still got a shot, no doubt about that. KD's going to meet with the Thunder first.